This is a video review of Tobot Athlon Vulcan. Why the Athlon line is not continuing with the Greek letter naming convention, I'm not sure. It was not consistent in the first place since it went to Theta instead of Gamma after Alpha and Beta. Oh well. Like with the first wave of the Athlon figures, for the second wave, I'm starting with the red one and also the best one, because this guy's actually really cool. I like him quite a bit. So start off with, he does have his little mine core here. Not much more to say about that. I'll put him off to the side. And here is the fire truck itself. And this thing looks really nice. It's a big chunky fire truck. Fits well in the hand. Shake it, squeeze it. It's not going anywhere. It's very sturdy. I like it quite a bit. There is one weird thing here where it says like fire here, like across and then down. It's rotated wrong. And that's so that it will show up right in the robot mode. But it is a little bit weird in the fire truck mode. That's not right. I kind of wish maybe they went for a different detail if they were worried about the orientation, like that one that was orientation agnostic. But oh well, it rolls pretty well. And for gimmick, you have a this thing here, a water hose. It's very loose, so for the most part, you just kind of put it there, or just leave it off entirely. That's what I usually do, and it's because like you have to take it off for transformation anyway, and it's not that great. I kind of prefer it without it. It looks maybe a little bit plain, but you don't have to deal with the annoyance that this thing is. So anyway, for this thing, what we're going to do is we're going to pop this up so it will have a handle, and then we're just going to put it off to the side. Now to actually transform this guy is actually quite neat. It's simplistic, but it's an elegant simplicity. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold these things onto the top like this, and then you're going to split the back here into wings. Then we're going to take the bottom rear half of the truck. We're going to bring the legs down, rotate them around, and split them apart like that. Oops. Now we're going to come up to the top, and we're going to take the front of the cab, and we're just going to take it down onto his back, and it'll snap into place. I wish it actually snapped onto these things, because like these things kind of ratchet into place or clip into place up in here. I wish that this thing actually snapped around, because it would make this thing a bit more sturdy, and it would make these things a bit more sturdy. And like if these things could flip out into like actual wings instead of just a cape, I'd like them quite a bit more. But they just kind of stick here, and so because they do just stick here, I wish they stuck here a lot better. Like if you're gonna do something, do it well. Now, come up here, you're going to take the arms, you're going to split them apart like this. Then you'll take this, you'll fold it down, fold it up, and plug it into his chest. Then you'll take the arms, you'll rotate them back. You'll rotate them down like this. And then you'll bend them up on the joint here. Like that. And then here we have Vulcan in his robot mode, and I really like the way this robot mode looks. Like, the transformation is cool and fun while still being simple, without being way too simple like Theta's was or Alpha's was. And it's just, I like how you go from that really nice looking truck to something that looks very different. Like, he has a little bit of a shell former, but his transformation is just very well done. I like it quite a bit. And for his Mind Core gimmick, he has basically the same way as Athlon Alpha. You push this down, and it opens a little belly compartment. Then you pop it in, press it in, then the head goes up. But he has something a little bit interesting about it that I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but I do find it kind of fun. If you press it down, he'll vomit his little Mind Core out. Now for posability, his arms rotate around 360. They will kind of bump into his wings sometimes, which is annoying. You can rotate his arms above the elbow, but they're on a kind of annoyingly tight ratchet. And if you try and bend them, usually what you'll do you'll just bend them at the joint here. And so you can use this joint as a posability joint to do like a pose like this. And it's nice because I like figures that have pectoral joints like that, but the joint up here is a bit too tight that sometimes you'll bend this joint when you don't mean to, which can be annoying, especially for transformation. So he can also bend his elbow 90 degrees. He keeps these things on the side here, and so I could see that being annoying for some people. I don't mind it, but some people might not like it. Now for his legs, they're probably the most limited part of him. Like they go forward, 2 clicks, and that's pretty good. They go back, but then they start bumping into this stuff if you try and bend them back, which is annoying, or if you try and bend them out. So his leg articulation is not as good as I would like, especially because he keeps his his heel on the out step instead of the in step, and so his heel actually ends up here in most poses, and so you can pose him doing some stuff, but it's basically going to be a variation of this. It doesn't work as well as it should. It almost works kind of like how Athlon Alpha's leg posability did, except where Athlon Alpha could kind of get away with having the heel on the out step. This guy can't, because his cape sort of gets in the way. And this is sort of why I wish that the cape would go all the way out into like wings, because also just giving this guy wings would be cool. The last thing to talk about is you can put this into his hand like this, and it will be a gun. If you don't like how he can't straighten his bend his arm all the way to 90 degrees, you can instead turn it around like this and make it more of a sniper rifle than just a assault rifle or something like that. And because you can I can't word, but because you can arrange this so that the joints are all supported, so that gravity can't just make them droop, it does end up working quite well, even though this thing is kind of loose. And so anyway, this has been a video review of a Tobot Athlon Vulcan. I do like him quite a bit. There are definitely some better Tobot figures and some better Carbot figures out there to get if you're interested in some of this Korean stuff. But he is definitely in the higher tier of Tobot figures. He is quite good, and I like him quite a bit. I've had a ton of fun messing with him. So anyway, I review Power Rangers, Transformers, Tobots, Carbots, tons of stuff like that. If that sounds interesting, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.